So if you don't watch the game, you would not know that this happened, right?
Right.
And Brandon stopped running.
Yeah.
He stopped running. And Fitzpatrick threw the ball, anticipating him to finish the route. He stopped running. The ball was thrown high, and the Seattle safety couldn't bring. It was Chancellor. Almost brought it in for an interception, right?
Yep.
And I forget who was the analyst doing the game yesterday. It was
Johnson.
Lynch with Burkhardt, right? So even Lynch goes.
It was Lynch.
Lynch made a really good point when they showed it on the replay. He goes, Brandon Marshall stopped running,
Can't stop.
and because of that, that ball almost gets intercepted.
There's a lot of things.
There's a problem with that.
Well, there's a lot of things that affect the quarterback's decision making and trust and where the ball goes and all that other stuff. And quite frankly, when you think about who he is out on the field with, you really have two guys you could really count on. That would be Enunwa and Marshall, and Matt Forte in the backfield, of course. But when you're throwing the ball down the field to some of these other guys,
right?
It's like,
right. But that's a bad job. That means that is indicative of why the offense is struggling.
Sometimes not everything is as obvious as people would like to make it out to be. You could say that Ryan Fitzpatrick, could have gotten lucky on that particular play, but I think John Lynch was right when he said, look, you got to keep running. You can't stop.
That's what I'm saying.
The quarterback's expecting you to go somewhere, get there.
There's a problem with that.
Well, sure there is.
Yeah, there's a problem with that because that means that they're totally out of sync. Totally out of sync. And maybe the ship is sinking, and Brandon, being a loyal guy, is like, the captain of the Titanic. He's going to stay on a sinking ship.
Right.
As opposed to correcting the problem. Listen, this ship is sinking. I ain't getting off it. As opposed to, get me some duct tape and a screwdriver.
I was totally thinking, picking the Jets, that the Jets' defense was going to stop the Seattle offense.
Yeah. Well, me too. That's why I did pick
That's what I was thinking. Was my whole thought process. And then to see the Jet defense do what they did yesterday.
Right. Seattle was averaging 12 points a game on offense.
Completely unacceptable.
Garbage.
And this is where guys like David Harris, Muhammad Wilkerson,
right,
have got to start stepping up and start holding people accountable.
Boomer and Carton on the fan.
Same thing with Darrelle Revis, for that matter. So when you think about the highest paid players on defense and you think about who they are, what are they doing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
They don't know.
Because we always spend so much time talking about the offense because it's easy. Because you see the quarterback throw an interception, it's got to be his fault. Let's boo the crap out of him. When in actuality, guys like Muhammad Wilkerson, Darrelle Revis, David Harris are making a ton of dough. What are they doing?